Hi guys, welcome back to Benmore CrossFit at home. We've got a great strength workout today. So it is 10 rounds of 7 strict press, 5 strict pull-ups, repeating every 2 minutes. So I need to put that on the board. Every 2 minutes. Okay, so this workout will take 20 minutes. So when the timer goes, you'll do 7 strict press, and then you'll do 5 strict pull-ups. Now, the purpose of this workout is not, evidently, to end up flat on the floor and full of sweat. It's not a day for racing, it's a day for building strength. And why am I interested in you guys building a bit of strength? Why am I interested in building a bit of strength? Because I want to get much better at my handstand push-ups, I want to get much better at my snatch, I want to get much better at my clean and jerk, I want to get much better at my bar muscle ups, I want to get better at the fun stuff. The stuff that people go, wow, isn't that great? Guess what? You can't get there without putting in some really good foundations. So, and even if you're an experienced CrossFitter, always come back to your strict work. So strict strength, really important. Okay. Because of that, what we're looking for really excellently executed movements. Bit of a tongue twister. I'm not looking for you just to burst out as heavy a weight as you can move today. Yes, you're going to go heavy, but you absolutely should be going heavy with perfect form. I'll come back to that later. Okay, it's a great workout. The limited equipment version is single arm press with your dumbbell, kettlebell, or your odd object, followed by bent over rows. Now, how many should you do? I mean, if you've only got one light kettlebell, doing 7 strict press per side probably isn't that difficult. And I want you to do as many single arm presses as you can in 30 seconds. And then I want you to do as many as you can on the other arm 30 seconds, and it should work out, because it takes about 30 seconds to do 7 really good quality strict presses. Okay. You will then have some time to rest, and that's specifically built in to allow your body to recover, which you need to do for strength workouts like this. Okay, so warm up. 4 minutes of rowing, running, double undering, whatever it is, jumping up and down, just to get your body temperature up and to get your heart rate up a little bit. Quite a quick warm up today, actually. 3 rounds of 10 jumping squats, 5 push-ups, and 5 sit-ups. So jumping squats, feet approximately somewhere between shoulder and hip width apart, bum goes back, jump, jump, and jump. Don't worry if you're not getting like below parallel in your jumping squats, that's fine. Just wanting to get our heart rate up. 5 push-ups. I'll show you 2 options for push-ups. So full push-up. So tummy's tight, bum's tight. I'm pushing the ground away from me before I start. Elbows staying tight. Okay. Scaling option for that, exactly the same. I just go down on my knees. Okay. Notice my elbow position. Elbow position today is going to be really important. Oh, and then 5 steps. So if you can, butterfly your feet, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. If that's too hard, use your arms to help you get up. If that's too hard, plant your feet. You get some good options for sit-ups. So 10 jumping squats, 5 push-ups, 5 sit-ups, 3 rounds. Next, we're going to grab our trusty pipe for a little bit of shoulder warm-up. So we're going to start off with our vertical pipe stretch. So I'm going to start with my right hand on top. I push the pipe out, I try and keep it as upright and straight as I can. push my shoulders down and my head through. Trying to get as flat back as possible. Sarah, tell me how I'm
Yeah,
doing.
you're doing well. It's good.
Okay.
It's really good.
From here, I'm going to take the pipe and I'm going to push it with my right hand. Notice my right hand is on top, so the one that's on top, I push it away. And I get a really good stretch down the side of my lats. And then I repeat. So I'm not allowing my arms to bend like this. I'm actively pushing my arms straight. And because my left arm is on top, I'm just going to push the whole thing over to my right. Okay. That's our vertical pipe stretch. I'm going to demo these, and then I'll give you the volume. So pass through, take your pipe, hold it. Too narrow, too wide, just right. Okay, just in the crease. Take the pipe, full grip. Elbows locked. Take it over our heads. Oops, back around. Bit of a sticky point there for me. I keep my tummy tight. Thumb squeezed. Okay. That's our pass through. And around the world, one side of the pipe stays planted. We wrap our arms around our head. It looks like this. Again, elbows locked. And then the other way. Okay. I want you to spend 4 minutes. 4 minutes working through that sequence. If you find you're tighter in one particular movement, do that more. If you find you're really loosey-goosey in one of them, that's fine, just bypass it. Just do it, but don't spend all your time on it. So whenever we were doing that, Sarah found the vertical pipe piece like wee buns, but the pass through, you were finding that a little bit harder. So Sarah did more of those, and I did more of the vertical and holds. Okay, so take 4 minutes and work for your own body. Now, pull-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar and you're going to get onto the just over the bent over rows, then your bent over rows, as always, I've only got one kettlebell here at the minute. So let's imagine you've got one object. We bend over, keep our back leg straight, leading leg with a bend in it. Notice the weight is not out over my foot, because if I do that, I'm just shrugging, using these parts for shoulders. I'm not looking for that, looking to use these. So I make sure that the weight is between my legs, and I pull backwards. I take my elbow, and I just pull it through my tummy. Okay. Pull-up drills. So, we're going to warm up our shoulders by starting with our scapular pulls. So, just grab onto the bar. Make sure our shoulders are active. So you notice my shoulders are inactive, now they're active. Inactive, active. Make my shoulders active. Squeeze my tummy, point my toes, and lift my shoulders up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. And we do this 2 sets. 2 sets, 10 reps. From here, we're going to go straight into our strict pull-ups, assuming that you have a strict pull-up. So, strict pull-up looks like this. Again, active shoulders, tummy goes tight, toes go tight, bum goes tight. Alright, pull. Now, I mentioned earlier whenever we were doing a push-up, our elbows stay in tight. Sarah, you can tell me if I'm doing this correctly, because I can't see myself. Watch where my elbows go. Active shoulders. My elbows stay in tight. Okay, and the cue, if you have a strict pull-up, the cue I really want you to focus on is imagining your elbows, like pulling them in together. So when you're coming up, you want to force your elbows together more. Again, one more time. Thinking about bringing my elbows in tight, and keeping them in tight, the whole way. Why is that good? Because it activates our lats more and stops us using our traps when we pull up. Okay. If you don't have a strict pull up, then a jumping pull up. Just trying to look for the appropriate height bar. We're going down here. For me, maybe this one will be better. Okay. So I'm in the same position. I get my shoulders active, but I just use my feet as a training wheel to help me get up. Just initiate that first part of the pull, and then lower myself down. Now, maybe for some people you need to be higher up relative to the bar, so it'll look more like this. That's fine. And let's imagine you've only got one pull-up bar. Most people at home don't have 12 pull-up bars at different heights. So what do? Take a box, take a crate, and if you have plates, stack up some plates. Just find something that means that you can comfortably get your at least your chin over the bar, and think about your negative and the way down. What I mean by that is try and slow it down on the way down. So that'll be your jumping pull-ups for today. If you have a set of rings, ring rows are another great option. I'll just do this actually. Rings are a really good option if you're thinking about trying to build your pulling strength. So ring rows as an alternative look like this. So first of all, I go into like first of all, my shoulders are directly below the mounting point, so there's a straight line from my shoulders to the rings to the mounting points. I go into like a bridge position. I actively engage my shoulders are passive. Engage my shoulders, and I pull the rings to my sternum. And down. And up. And down. If you've been working on your ring rows for a while, an alternative version to throw into the mix looks like this. Pull up, sit back, pull up, and down. Let me demo that again. So, ring row, sit back, ring row, down. Ring row, sit back, ring row, sit down. Really just helps build our pulling strength in our shoulders. Okay. So, if you have a bar, everybody will be doing scapular pull-ups. Depending on where you are at, you will either do jumping pull-ups, ring rows, and then strict pull-ups. Now, if you have 4 strict pull-ups, it says 5 here. Okay, do 4. If you've got one strict pull-up, focus on your jumping. If you have rings, mix and match. If you have one strict pull-up, do one strict pull-up, but then top it up with jumping pull-ups, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Is that clear enough, Sarah?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Right, let's get into our press. So, in our push-up, elbows in tight. In our pull-up, elbows in tight. In our press, guess what? Elbows in tight. Okay, so our elbows are staying in tight. They're not like out here someplace. So a way that whenever Sarah and I were going through the workout, I was just giving Sarah a little bit of coaching. I said, imagine, I'm going to do it this way. Imagine you're standing beside something and your elbow can't go past. Okay, your elbows can't go out. And really think about if you're doing it with a bar, keeping your two elbows in tight. So it looks like this. Okay, so pick up the bar. Now, first of all, elbows are not front rack position. Right? They're not way out in front of me. They are in front of me, yes, but pointing down. So let me just show you that again. So my elbows are up like front rack. They are in front, but they're pointing down. Okay. Squeeze your tummy, squeeze your belly, squeeze your thighs. Keep everything tight. Push it over your head. Watch my elbows. Watch my elbows. They stay in tight. Okay? And whenever I'm at the top of my movement, I finish it out. Squeezing my bum, squeezing my tongue, squeezing my thighs. Okay. Strict press is really simple, but really effective, and it builds great strength. Okay, so in terms of your warm up for your press drills, if you have a bar, 2 sets of 10 empty bar minimum, then take 3 sets to work up to where you're going to start. Remembering that every little increment on a strict press is massive. So in a deadlift, you might be able to add on in between sets 10 kilos, 15 kilos, 20 kilos. In your push press, sorry, not push press, in your strict press, probably adding on 1 1/4, 2 1/2 maximum. Okay, so start light, build up throughout the workout, but don't overshoot, and don't be surprised if you get to, as we did, the last 2 sets, and guess what? Reps 5 and 6 starts to feel really, really hard. As I say, if you're working with a single weight, then for your single arm press, pretty much exactly the same. Tummy is tight, bum is tight, thighs are tight, elbows lead out in front. And I want you to time how many can you do kind of at that pace. So a pace of 1, 2, 3. How many can you do in 30 seconds? Let's imagine that's 10. Then you will do 10 on one arm, 10 on the other. Similarly, how many bent over rows can you do with your weight in 30 seconds? Let's imagine that was 10. So you do 10 on one arm, 10 on the other. Okay? It's a great workout. It's a great strength workout. You'll be feeling like a Viking afterwards. Hope you really enjoy it, and it's foundational for a lot of the stuff that we love to do, so we can ignore our strength days. Any questions, drop us a line, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.